Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Praveen. I'm a neonatologist. We wanted to discuss regarding resuscitation at birth and anticipation and preparation for that. For anticipation and preparation, which are most important before any action is taken, we look at people preparation, equipment and place preparation, and processes planning and preparation. People preparation, you must have at least one person who can provide up to at least positive pressure ventilation dedicated for every delivery. You need to have more support if there are more complicated deliveries you are attending. We have here.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kiran, pediatrician.
Myself, Mary, staff nurse.
We form the team and we will plan what we need to do for this delivery. First, we'll be planning for equipment preparation, and also depending on what situation we're going to be attending, what our roles are, right? I'm going to be looking after the airway and overall management.
I'm going to look after the breathing.
Okay.
Temperature management, connecting monitor.
Okay. And may I ask you to even keep checking the heart rate as well and
Yes.
update me regularly. Is that okay? And we will communicate to each other loud and clear. And also whatever we are doing, we will communicate back in terms of using a closed loop communication. Is that okay?
Yes.
And also we know who is going to be called and whom we can escalate the treatment if required,
Yes.
right? And also we can take help of the parents or relatives if required. Is that okay? Right. Thank you. Now let's look at the place preparation. And any preparation we divide into a structure that will be easier. So let's look at TABC for the preparation. Temperature, in that place preparation, ensure that the AC is switched off or the temperature should be at least 26 to 28 degrees. Close all the windows, switch off the fan as well. And you need to have a warmer and switch on the warmer and keep it in the manual mode. You could have a temperature probe and also thermometer so that you can measure the temperature of the baby in the T. You need a timer to ensure that you are doing all the processes at right time. And in the airway, you need, and also you ensure that you have towels which you are pre-warmed and clean, and you can use more towels for shoulder roll, which can keep the baby's head in a neutral position. Apart from that, if you need to clear the airway, which could be blocked because of the amniotic fluid, blood or meconium, you need to ensure that there is a suction machine, or you can use handle suction, and you need to have suction catheter with you, different sizes, and also you have to ensure that the suction is working. And if you need to escalate the airway to advanced airway management, either you could have LMA or you need to have the endotracheal tube of different sizes from 2.5 to 3.5 size. For intubation, you need laryngoscope, two sizes, 0 and 00 size blades. Ensure that they are working and the battery is there. So that's the airway. In the breathing, if the baby were not to be breathing, you need to know what are the saturations and the heart rate. Hence you should have a pulse oximeter, and in the latest guidelines it is recommended that it would be preferable to have an ECG machine as well if you can. ECG leads that you can get the heart rate much earlier than the pulse oximeter as well. You must have a stethoscope as well for checking the heart rate quickly, as well as to check the endotracheal tube position. Now in the breathing, if the baby were not to breathe, you would need to give positive pressure ventilation before 1 minute. Hence ensure that you have either a T-piece resuscitator or minimum a self-inflating bag and mask. So the mask you need to have preterm and term sizes depending on what kind of a delivery you are attending. and also ensure that it is in a working condition. You have to connect bag and mask through oxygen tubing to the blender, so that for a term baby you are giving air, and depending on the requirement you might have to give more oxygen there. That's the breathing requirements. Then comes your circulation. For circulation, if you need CPR to be giving, you should be preparing for more hands, more people. Apart from that, you need to have facilities to place umbilical vein as quickly as possible, and also the syringes, different sizes. You might have to draw some blood for test, as well as to give fluid bolus. You need normal saline, and also adrenaline 1 in 1000, which could be diluted and kept it as 1 in 10,000. That is the dilution that we will be using for. You need to have peripheral vein catheter as well, cannula essentially. These are the preparations that you will have, and you must ensure that before the delivery we wash our hands and wear sterile gloves and use clean cloth for resuscitation.